Today I'm going to make some raw cashew peanut bars, and I'm using Pip & Nuts cashew butter and Pip & Nuts amazing crunchy maple peanut butter. So into my food processor I'm going to add oats, gluten-free oats and ground almonds, and I'm going to blend these together to form a sandy consistency. Just pop that on. So it takes just about half a minute to blend it all together. My sandy consistency, I'm going to add in the lovely Pip & Nut cashew butter. So just spoon that in. It's really luscious and creamy and decadent. So this is going to form the base of my bars. So pop that in. Then I'm going to add some agave syrup. So you can use honey or maple syrup, it's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to get that all in. And I've got a little bit of odorless coconut oil that's going in. This will help the bars to form together. And then 2 pinches of molten sea salt. So that's 1 and 2. Just scrape the spatula and around the side. And then again, just blend it for about half a minute until it forms a ball. Occasionally it's good just to wipe down the sides, just to make sure that you get an even distribution. So that's nice. I'm just going to give it another little burst. And now my ball has formed, so just give it a little release. Just be careful with the blade, so I always try and get that out first, so it's out of my way and I don't hurt myself. Okay, and then just get the ball, which is here, out and bring it together with all the bits around the side, because you don't want to be leaving anything in this food processor. So just going to take that out, put that away. Once I get my ball into my tray, I just like to make sure that it's all even and bring it together. So it's almost like a pastry that you want to form, so just warm it up in the palms of your hands. And then you need to evenly place that in the base of your pre-lined 9-inch baking tin, and I like to use parchment paper so that it comes out easily. So I'm just going to flatten this down. So these are great post-workout, pre-workout, or if you want a healthy treat after dinner. I like to cut them up in small pieces just so I take a little piece, although they're very irresistible. So you've got to be careful. They're dairy-free, they're gluten-free, there's no refined sugars. Unfortunately, they're not fat-free, but they're good fats. So you've got lots of nuts in here. We've got cashews, we've got peanuts. So when you get it all nice and even, take your time doing this, don't rush this stage, because when you come to cutting the bars, you want to make sure that they're all even. And it's good to be a little bit of a perfectionist at this point, because you want to ensure that you get lovely slices. So that's all nicely patted out. And just making sure, I'm a bit of a perfectionist, I like it to be as even as you can. So there you go. So now I've got my dry roasted peanuts here. Just going to add a little bit of extra decadence to this dish. So place your nuts around the base. I know that we've got quite a lot of nuts going on here, but cut into the slice, you just get a different texture on each level. So make sure that these are pushed in to the base evenly. If you prefer, you can leave this stage out, because obviously we've got the crunchy peanut butter that's going in on the next stage. Also try and break the nuts up so that they're single, so they're not too chunky. And just press them all in. Again, whilst you're doing this, you can also make sure still that your edges are nice and smooth and it's all evenly pushed out. It's nice and even. There we go. And actually this is even as delicious as it is, so even if you want to skip out the other stages, you could actually just make this and pop it in the freezer, let it set, and then you can have little bite-sized pieces. So, on to the next stage. I've got this lovely crunchy maple syrup butter, peanut crunchy butter in this bowl. I'm also adding, even though it has got maple syrup, just a touch more of agave. So I'm going to pour that in and then just give it a mix together. And I'm also going to be adding a little bit more salt as well. So 2 more pinches. And then just mix that all together, and eventually it will thicken up, and then you're going to pour this on the base. But make sure that you give this a really good stir so that it starts to thicken up. So sometimes you'll find with nut butters the oils do come to the top, but you just want to carry on mixing it so it's all blended in. So really give it a good mix, and already I can feel like the resistance on my arm that it's all coming together. So mix that up, give it a good wipe around the edges to thicken it up. Okay, and then that gets poured on top of here. Very luscious. I could actually just lick this off the spoon. There's nothing that a spoonful of peanut butter can't fix. So you've got that on there. And then just smooth this out with the back of the spoon on the base. Okay, and then you're going to just pop this in the freezer while you make the topping. So I'm just going to pop this in the freezer for about 20 minutes. I'll be back. Okay, so now on to making the topping. So I've got coconut oil here that's already been pre-melted. I'm actually using odorless oil. Just going to close the door because the washing machine is on. Okay, sorry, so I'm back. So we've got coconut oil and I've got vanilla bean paste. So I'm just going to whisk that together into here. Okay. And then I have got agave. So I'm just going to pop that in. More sea salt, so just 2 more pinches, so that's 1 and that's 2, so this is the topping. And then I'm going to slowly whisk in the cacao powder, so just give that a whisk now, so it's nice and runny at the moment. I'm just going to slowly add this in. Every time you whisk, keep changing the direction, so if you go anti-clockwise then go clockwise. I just find that helps with the cocoa to blend in. So So at the stage now it's quite chocolatey and powdery, and now I'm hoping to get a nice, smooth, creamy texture. So these bars are raw, so I'm going to pour the cacao chocolate topping over it, and I'm going to leave it to set for about 2 to 4 hours. Preferably I like to do it overnight. And then I will remove it from the freezer and let it sit for like 20 minutes, and then you can cut into either bite-sized pieces or slightly bigger, whatever you wish. So this is really nice and smooth now. And now I'm going to pop to the freezer and get the bars. And then this has been setting, and then I'm just going to pour the cacao chocolate topping over the top. That looks really luscious. Get out every single drop. And then pop that in the freezer. And then that will be about 20 minutes after taking it out of the freezer before you can cut it. So set this in the freezer for 2 to 4 hours, then remove from the freezer and cut into these lovely pieces.